Hey Vikings fans! Skol to all of you purple and gold warriors out there. It's your die-hard Vikings supporter here, buzzing with the latest Vikings news that's got me pumped up and ready to roar. Imagine this. In just 2 weeks, our Minnesota Vikings are set to battle the Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday Night Football, a primetime showdown that could shake up our season. But hold on to your horns, because we've already dodged a massive bullet from the Chargers side. You see, the Chargers rookie sensation, running back Omarion Hampton, is out of the picture for at least the next 4 games, including our clash. This guy's been lighting up the field, and his absence could tilt the scales in our favor big time. As a lifelong Vikings fan, I'm thrilled. It's like the football gods are smiling on us after some tough breaks. What do you think, fellow fans? Is this the edge we need to dominate? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss how this changes everything for our Vikings news update today. The build-up to this game has been intense, with the Eagles and Giants kicking off Week 6 on Thursday Night Football tonight, setting the stage for our Vikings to shine in the spotlight soon after. Our boys in purple are coming off a bye week, rested and ready to unleash hell on the Chargers' defense. This matchup isn't just any game. It's a chance for revenge after they edged us out in 2023 at US Bank Stadium. Remember that heartbreaker? The Chargers snuck away with a win, but we owned them back in 2019 in California with a dominant 39-10 victory. History is on our side in LA, and with the latest developments, I'm feeling that Skol energy surging. Vikings news like this reminds us why we love this team. The twists keep us hooked. How hyped are you for this rematch? Tell me in the comments if you think we'll flip the script this time around. Now, let's dive into the big Vikings news bombshell. The Chargers have placed Omarion Hampton on injured reserve due to an ankle injury, ruling him out for our game and beyond. This rookie was just starting to cook, racking up impressive numbers that made him a key weapon in their offense. Without him, their backfield looks a lot less threatening, and that's music to my Vikings ears. The announcement came straight from the Chargers communications team this week, confirming the move and shaking up their roster. In response, they've signed Kamani Vidal to the active roster from the practice squad and added Nyheim Hines there too. It's a scramble for them, but for us Vikings fans, it's a golden opportunity. Do you see this as a game changer? Share your predictions below. Will our defense feast without facing Hampton? Hampton's injury couldn't have come at a worse time for the Chargers, as he was hitting his stride after stepping up big time. Since Week 3, he's been 3rd in the NFL in yards from scrimmage, trailing only stars like Puka Nacua and Christian McCaffrey. With 314 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, plus 20 receptions for 136 yards, he was becoming their most vital offensive player outside of Justin Herbert. But now, that ankle sprain from Week 5, where he piled up 70 scrimmage yards before exiting, has sidelined him until November at the earliest. It's a tough blow for a first-round talent like him, drafted 22nd overall in 2024. As Vikings fans, we're breathing a sigh of relief knowing we won't have to chase him around the field. What would you have done to stop a hot Hampton? Comment your defensive strategies and let's geek out over this Vikings news twist. The Chargers built their run game around Hampton and veteran Najee Harris, aiming for that smash-mouth style that defines Jim Harbaugh's teams. But fate had other plans. Harris went down with a season-ending Achilles rupture in Week 3, leaving a huge void. Hampton filled it admirably until his own injury struck, turning their once formidable duo into a distant memory. Now, with both stars on the shelf, the Chargers are pivoting to a new backfield tandem. This shift could expose weaknesses against our stout Vikings run defense, which has been locking down opponents. Vikings news updates like this get my blood pumping. Our path to victory just got clearer. Fans, how do you rate the Chargers' run game without these guys? Hit the comments and let's debate if they're still a threat. Enter Kamani Vidal, the Chargers' 6th-round pick from 2024 who's stepping into the spotlight. At 5 feet 8 inches and 215 pounds, he's a compact powerhouse with 217 yards from scrimmage as a rookie, averaging 4.5 yards per touch. He's seen action in 10 games, including some elevations in Weeks 4 and 5, even adding a 1-yard catch and a 25-yard kickoff return. Vidal was viewed as a fantasy sleeper by some, though he hasn't exploded yet, but now's his chance to shine. For us Vikings fans, facing him instead of Hampton feels like a downgrade for LA. This Vikings news detail has me optimistic about stuffing their runs. What are your thoughts on Vidal? Do you think he'll surprise us? Or will our linebackers shut him down? Comment below. Alongside Vidal is Hassan Haskins, a bigger bruiser at 6 feet 2 inches and 230 pounds, bringing that Michigan grit from Harbaugh's old stomping grounds. Drafted in the 4th round by the Titans in 2022, he's tallied 195 rushing yards over 4 seasons, though his 3 yards per carry average leaves room for doubt. This season, he's got 5 carries for 13 yards. Solid but not scary. Harbaugh recently praised both, saying, "They both played well in the game, and I think they're time to shine." That's coach speak for we're making do. But against our Vikings defense, I see opportunities for turnovers and stops. This duo is unproven, and that's Vikings news we can celebrate. Vikings faithful, who do you fear more, Vidal or Haskins? Share in the comments and let's build the hype. The Chargers also have rookie Amar Johnson on the practice squad, who's yet to play in a regular season game but impressed in preseason with the Packers. Harbaugh mentioned exploring other options, like tryouts or trades, signaling they're desperate to bolster the backfield. Without Hampton and Harris, their ground attack could sputter, giving our Vikings a prime chance to control the clock. This uncertainty in LA's roster plays right into our strengths. Our defense thrives on exploiting weaknesses. As a passionate fan, I'm already envisioning sacks and tackles for loss in this Vikings news scenario. What moves should the Chargers make? Drop your ideas in the comments. Maybe we can predict their next signing. Shifting to our side, Vikings fans, there's even more good news brewing with Aaron Jones potentially returning from injured reserve for this very game. He's been nursing a hamstring injury, but the original prognosis points to a Week 8 comeback, right around our Chargers matchup. After the bye week, he'll be eligible, and I'm crossing my fingers he's full speed. Jones brings that explosive veteran presence we need, averaging big plays and keeping defenses honest. Without him, we've leaned on Ty Chandler, who stepped up admirably as our primary RB1 with solid yards and tough runs. How excited are you for Jones' return? Comment if you think he'll rush for over 100 yards against the Chargers. In Jones' absence, Ty Chandler has been a revelation, filling the RB1 role with energy and production that's kept our offense humming. He's an upstart talent who's proven he can handle the load, racking up key yards and scores. When Jones returns, he'll reclaim the RB1 spot, with Chandler sliding into a strong RB2 role for depth. This rotation could be deadly against a Chargers defense that's middle of the pack. Vikings news like this highlights our resilience. We've stayed competitive without our star back. Fans, has Chandler won you over? Share your favorite Chandler moment in the comments. Now, let's talk Chargers offense overall. They're no juggernaut, ranking 19th in DVOA and 24th in EPA per play. Their passing game sits at 21st, while the run game, boosted by Hampton early on, checks in at 15th. Without him, expect those numbers to dip, making them vulnerable to our aggressive Vikings scheme. Justin Herbert is steady, but the unit as a whole hasn't overwhelmed anyone this season. As Vikings fans, we should note this for our prep. Our secondary can contain their passes, and the line can stuff the runs. What stat surprises you most about the Chargers? Hit the comments and let's analyze this Vikings news together. According to ESPN's Chris Rim, the Chargers are reeling from these injuries, with options limited and tryouts likely on the horizon. Hampton was their engine post-Harris, but now it's a patchwork backfield. This insight underscores how fragile their offense is, giving our Vikings a mental edge. Rim notes Hampton's groove since Week 3, but his absence opens doors for us. Vikings news from reliable sources like this fuels my optimism. We're poised for a statement win. Do you trust these backups to carry the load? Comment your take on the Chargers' dilemma. Looking ahead, the Chargers have a 56.8% playoff chance per DVOA, but losing Hampton could jeopardize that. For our Vikings, this game is crucial to building momentum in a tough NFC North. A win here would boost our standings and fan morale sky high. We've got the tools to exploit their weaknesses: strong pass rush, solid secondary, and a returning Jones. As a fan, I'm visualizing a dominant performance that echoes our 2019 thrashing. What's your score prediction? Drop it in the comments and let's see who nails it. Reflecting on our history, the last time in LA, we crushed them 39-10 in 2019, pure Vikings dominance. But they got us back in 2023 with a close 28-24 win in Minnesota. This Thursday night football tilt is our shot at settling the score on their turf. With their backfield depleted, the odds feel in our favor. Vikings news cycles like this remind us of the drama in every matchup. Fans, which past game pumps you up more? Share in the comments. Alright, Vikings Nation, that's the breakdown on this massive Vikings news update. Hampton's out, our Jones might be in, and the Chargers look beatable. We've got suspense, stats, and strategy all lining up for an epic win in 2 weeks. Skol forever. Let's make some noise. If you're as fired up as I am, smash that like button, drop a comment with your hottest takes, and subscribe for more Vikings news straight from a true fan's heart. Don't forget to share this with your fellow purple people. Let's grow the Skol Army. What questions do you have about the game? Comment below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Go Vikings!